So, welcome to another spoiler vlog slash video, like movie watching. So, for this one, I'm going to read After We Collided. Yeah. So, this is the second book in the After series, and yeah, I don't know what to say. This is going to be an interesting ride. So I read the first 100 pages, that's why I'm starting this vlog now and basically talking about it. So what has happened in the first 100 pages? So in the end of, after Tessa and Hardin broke up, because he was a real douche and he basically bet that he could take her virginity. And then, that's it. And then he fell in love. And in the end, Tessa found that out. So now they are basically broken up. And I really like this part because Hardin wasn't a big part of it. And Hardin is this really I just feel like he's such a violent person. I mean, and it's a really whiny baby. When he doesn't get what he wants, he gets really whiny and he starts breaking things and yelling, and yeah. And then we have Tessa, who I get her, but I also don't get her because she's a little annoying as well. But I do get her because she's, this is such like a bad thing that Hardin did, and now she's really struggling. And then she still has her internship, and now she doesn't have a place to live because she and Hardin moved in together, and now she don't know basically where to stay. So, and we also have Travis, who we met, and yeah, I'm liking Travis because he's much better. And yeah, so basically another thing that happened was that basically Vance, where she interns, he basically took her to like this convention thing, I almost want to call it, and then basically she drunk calls Hardin and he finds her. That's kind of where I'm at, and I just know that this will be a wild, stupid ride that I probably will hate. So that's where we are at. So yeah, I will read like 100 pages and then basically update. So it is 700 pages, the one that I haven't scribed. So yeah, so far I have been liking it because Hardin has not been in it, but now Hardin just got into it, and I doubt that I will really like it anymore. So let's see how this whole wild ride is going to go. So I am like 200 pages into After We Collided, and this is a train wreck. So basically, they slept together because he came to Seattle. They slept together. And he left, and she went on a date with Tristan, something in those lines. Travis, Tristan. I'm struggling because there is so many names that is like the same thing. Travis, is it Travis? I don't even remember. So. And then basically she found out that she was going to stay the Christmas break at the apartment because Hardin was supposed to go to England. He didn't. He brought his mom there, and that became really awkward because they are not together. And they are like going back and forth right now. And yeah, basically she had decided to stay and move forward. Now, it's definitely some trust issues going on in there. Most definitely. And I hate Harden, but I also feel sorry for him, but mostly I don't like him. So it's like, I just feel like I am going back and forth, because sometimes he can be really nice. And you know, when he is nice, I just feel like then he is an okay character. However, it's just that he is so much rude that, you know, I just end up not liking him, because I don't like him being rude to, you know, Tessa. And they are always fighting, you know, and me personally could never stay with a person that fights that much. I could never do that. So it's just really difficult to actually like this book. Right now they are civil towards each other, and basically Harden's mother is there, and we also have gotten to know that Tessa's dad is basically back in Washington, and she is angry at her mom. That is kind of where we are at. I don't know how I feel about anything about this book. So far, it's not the greatest, you know. I had to start listening to the audiobook because I just can't get through this book, and I just feel like it's such a train wreck, and it's not even that bad yet. So yeah, I know it's just gonna get worse, right? And you know, I am thinking that if this spoiler vlog comes up again, I'm going to read the next one. Do I know why? No. But am I invested in it? Kind of. It's not like something that I'm super happy about. It's super good. But I'm curious enough to see how it ends. I doubt that I will like the ending, but we are just going to, you know, go for it and see. So, yeah, that is kind of where I'm at. I am on page 200, so I have like 500 pages left. So it's still a lot, but I really do hope that next week I will be able to finish this book. And yeah, whatever else we can get through into and everything like that. So this last 500 pages should be really interesting to see how much I am going to complain about this book. So I have read 100 pages more in After We Collided. So I am on page like what, 300? And this is a train wreck. It's such a mess. So basically, Harden and Tessa, they have gotten back together, and basically we know that Harden has fought with Jace because he wanted to go after Tessa after they broke up and basically hook up with her. And then we have Steph. She really wants to kind of be Tessa's friend again. However, Tessa don't know if she can trust her, and I totally get that. But I don't get why she trusts Harden when he did something, I want to say, even worse. So they are back together. Tessa's moms show up, and it becomes like this huge fight. And basically it comes out that this is not the first time Harden has done something really, really bad. Basically, he used to, like back in England, he basically filmed this one girl, ruined her life, like totally ruined it. And yeah, that's why he was sent to Washington. And then they basically go to Hardin's dad for Christmas, and Hardin gets to fight. So basically, I don't know how many times Tessa and Hardin has been like, should we be together or not, and just going like crisscross. So to be completely honest, so I just feel like when Hardin is nice, he's actually a really okay character. If you don't think about what he did to Tessa, then when he's nice, he's actually a pretty decent character, you know. But the things that he has done, and kind of he don't regret them or anything, basically I just cannot like him because of those things. It's just not something that I ever can forgive. And if I were Tessa, I would never ever have forgiven him, to be honest. And yeah, now it's just a train wreck. What's his name again? Travis? Travis is not here, and he's like the only character I think that I actually like. So that's that. Other than that, oh, I like Landon too, because Landon is like Hardin's step brother, and basically one thing that I like about him is that he is not like overly saying what Tessa should do. He has obviously opinions about, you know, he broke your heart, but I won't tell you. I mean, so far he hasn't like told Tessa out like you should not be together with him. He's like, you need to make your own decisions. Yeah, I mean, I have my thoughts, but you need to make your own decisions, and I just think that's really great. At least not without her asking what should I do. And yeah, because let's face it, Tessa, she's a train wreck too, because she keeps on going back to him, and it's just like, oh, it's just, oh, I don't know what to think. I have to listen to the audiobook because I just can't get through it. I want to throw this thing out, and I don't know why I keep on like continuing on, but I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't find it funny or interesting. I'm just curious to see how much worse can we get from the first book, and apparently we can go much worse. I mean, so far Hardin has not been the worst, because he is right now, he's in his kind phase where he, you know, he's actually kind to Tessa without like being a complete idiot. So yeah, I'm going to read more tomorrow, which should be interesting. So I am probably like 400 pages into After We Collided, and wow, this is such a train wreck. So basically, what else happened? Not too much. Hardin's mom went home, and then they basically had Hardin's dad's family to visit, as well as Landon, and that went okay. And then they decided to go partying, and let's just say that was a wreck in itself. So basically, Tessa got drunk, like totally wasted, started talking to Sad, And basically, Hardin was talking to one of his friends and basically said sorry to one girl that he had done something stupid against. And basically, he forgot his phone, so she gave it back, and Tessa instantly says like, oh, he has been cheating on me. So she like kisses this random guy that she doesn't know. Harding gets pissed and he leaves her stranded at the party. And basically, Harding has Tessa's phone, and he's thinking that, oh well, if she calls me, then I will be back. But if she doesn't call me within an hour, she has gone home with someone else, and he's pissed. And basically, Tessa gets driven home by Sad. Hardin is drunk and pissed, and basically that's where we're at. But let's just say, Tessa is this stupid girl when she's drunk. She also called Molly a whore, and I just, even though you don't like a person, you don't need to be like that awful against them. Yes, Molly has done some really shitty things, but I'm just, if someone does something stupid to you, it's better to just ignore them, just because Molly loves to like say bad things about Tessa, and I'm like, just leave Molly be, and you know, if you don't talk to her, you don't hear what she's saying about you. So Tessa is stupid when she's drunk, and Hardin is like this ball of rage, but also violent. Not like he hits Tessa or anything, but he throws things. He like throws glasses and bottles, and yeah, it's just so annoying and so bad, you know. I am going to continue on with it. It's just getting ridiculous about how bad this is. So, I am 500 pages into After We Collided, and oh man, this is just becoming more and more of a train wreck. So, basically, I mean, a lot have happened, but then again, nothing has happened. We're just going around and around and around and around. So, okay, what has happened is that, like, Vince was sick, so basically, Tessa and Hardin took care of his child. And then Hardin told the child that he would never marry Tessa because he doesn't want to commit. So Tessa is angry, and yeah, and it just goes back and forth between them fighting. And then basically what happens is that Tessa is asleep on the couch, and she's basically like saying Sad's name in her sleep, and Hardin flips out, you know, without, you know, even asking about it. He just leaves, and then he gets drunk, and basically one girl called Carly takes him home, not to do anything, but basically to take care of him. And what happens is that Tessa gets in a car accident, and Hardin sees that on his way home, but he's driven by Carly, and basically Tessa, nothing bad happens to Tessa. She needs to go to the hospital though. But basically what happens is that Tessa asks Carly basically if Hardin was at his house, and she says yes, and Tessa gets angry and she goes to the hospital, and then Landon goes to Hardin's place to basically almost beat him up. He is so angry. And Sad drives Tessa home, which makes Hardin even more angry. And basically, Tessa now stays at Landon and Hardin's father and his wife. So, wow, this is just... And yeah, basically Tessa is heartbroken, and I haven't heard anything from Hardin yet. I think the next chapter is from that perspective. That is basically where we are at. So Hardin and Tessa are currently not together because they had a fight again. So that is where we are at. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm not feeling anything anymore, to be completely honest. It's just, I am sick and tired of everything. But I am going to, finish this. I have 200 pages left. So, yeah. Okay, so we just got Hardin's perspective on kind of what happened over like the whatever how many days. And basically, Hardin went to England because he needed to, just stop thinking, I was sad. And he ignores Tessa. Basically what happens is that Tessa decides that she's going to get over Hardin with Sad. So yeah, basically Hardin and Tessa meets again on Vance's kind of party. He's basically moving to Seattle. So and then Hardin basically decides to force Tessa out of Sad's home. And that is kind of what has happened in like short details. So Hardin is heartbroken, Tessa is heartbroken, and basically Hardin shoves Tessa. So now we are over in the violent theme as well, and does he feel shit about it afterwards? Yes, but I'm just getting... I just feel like I get annoyed because it's just not something you do and think afterwards, oh, sorry. So I get annoyed because he's just a shithead. He's not okay, and I don't think that he can do anything that can basically make things okay again. At least for me, I would never have taken it back afterward first thing, so yeah. So yeah, it's just, I mean, sometimes I do feel sorry for Hardin just because I just feel like he just can't be nice, and I feel sorry for a person that just can't do that. It's just, and yeah, and he just messes up every single time, and I don't like him. I do feel sort of sorry for him just because of those things, it's just... So yeah, that is, we have like 160 pages left, so I should be able to finish that tomorrow, which should be great. And then yeah, hopefully everything will be fine. And I'm wondering what is going to happen in the next book and what is going to happen over the next 160 pages. If they will stay together, or if Tessa will leave, or Hardin leaves. I don't know what is going to happen. And yeah, basically watching this train wreck of a movie should be interesting, and see how much we are not going to like that movie, because let's face it, I'm not going to like it. So let's talk about this last part before we go over to watching the movie. So basically, did I tell about Hardin's birthday party? basically Sad texted Tessa, pretending to be Harden just to, be mean, stupid ass. And yeah, basically they had a fight again. And basically Tessa told Harden that she kissed Sad and he was pissed and like almost broke it off for good. But then they didn't. They made up. And basically what happened was that they kind of promised each other that they both would kind of stay away from Sad. Like Harden would not beat Sad up and Tessa would not talk to him. And guess what? They both broke it. Harden broke it first because he decided to be a stupid person and beat the crap out of him at school. And then he also hit the teacher. So he almost was thrown in jail. So Tessa basically went to the hospital where Sad was and basically begged him not to press charges. So I don't know if that will, come to it, or if Sad was like okay, like in okay, I won't. So basically, Tessa also has decided to go to Seattle, and I guess that is one thing that will happen maybe next book, maybe after that, possibly next book. And basically Harden kind of wants to go back to England, but he wants Tessa to go with him, and she wants to go to Seattle. So yeah. And then they basically Tessa and Harden went to eat, and then the last sentence of this book was basically them walking out and Tessa saying "Dad." That was the last thing that we got. So I'm going to watch the movie, not today though, but later on, like tomorrow maybe, and then we will talk. Do I feel the same way about this book that I did about like the movie and the book? Will I feel the same? So I'm gonna give this book 2 stars, just because I hate this series so much. However, it's really it just hooks you. It's really difficult to not read this entire series, even though I hate Harden, I hate Sad, and I don't like Tessa because she's always going back. And it just gets annoying at this part. So I will update when I have watched the movie. So I've just watched After We Collided, and yeah, the movie was interesting. There are definitely some things that is not in the movie, because 600 pages, that is a lot. If they were to have every detail in these books, because they are so long, this would have to be a TV show instead of a movie. But I am really glad it's just a movie, because shorter. So the only character I liked enough was Trevor. So yeah, I didn't like Tessa, I didn't like Harden, I especially don't like Harden. The character, the actor itself, it's totally fine. He's not like my 100% like style on what I am looking for in, but he's okay. And what to even say about this movie? So the movie, it was a train wreck, but I have never laughed as much as let's just say I don't think it's supposed to be that funny. But I just laugh at the comments, and it's just totally like bonkers. It's just nuts. So it's definitely more, yeah, it's definitely not PG. It's definitely interesting, much more graphic. So overall, I would probably give them both like 2 stars. I have to say, it's not totally awful because it made me laugh, but it's not good. I would not like if you just want a fun movie to watch, don't do this. I mean, there are a lot of people who love these movies. I don't. I don't think they are any good. They are definitely. I would not watch them even if I was bored. I am just doing this to see. And will I continue on? Yeah, probably, because I am like tiny bit interested. So I will watch the next movie next month and also read the book. So stay tuned for that. That should be really, really interesting. So yeah, that was it for this video. I don't have much to say about the movie. It's pretty like this. It's different, but it's a lot of the same like details on both, except that there are some things that is not in the movie. So yeah, that was it for this video. I hope you liked it, and I will see you next time for another one. Bye!